I know your focus right now is on the response, but it does seem like there are some questions emerging about how these fires began and how they were able to spread so devastatingly, including questions about the sirens that went off and also about faults in the utility grids. In your conversations with the president and in his conversations that you've been there for with the governor, how interested is he in accountability for what happened? Does he want to get to the bottom of that, and is that something that he's asking your team or other teams to look into?
You know, we always want to make sure that we understand what happened and how we can continue to improve so we can minimize the impacts that other communities may have, and that's something that the president is committed to. This is still going to be part of the state's response to determine what level that they want to assess the cause and any of the initial response. But we as a community, as an emergency management community, always want to continually learn from the events that we're facing, especially as we are seeing a continuous rise in the number of severe weather events. That way we can put the measures in place to either make communities more fire resistant, that we can mitigate against some of the other damages or the other threats that we're going to face in the future, and we can reduce the impacts that these communities are going to see, but also help individuals understand what the future risks are that they could potentially face, and they can take the proper measures to make sure that they are prepared, them and their families, to protect themselves.
You said on Monday that you were going to need some additional funding so that you don't have to push some projects into next fiscal year. Do you have an estimate for how much is going to be needed?
I think the administration's supplemental request has gone up. I believe our initial request was in there for $12 billion. Again, we have enough funding to support the ongoing response efforts because we take events like this into consideration. But it would delay, if we don't have additional funding, it would delay some of the recovery projects and push them into next year.
Beyond that $12 billion, though, you're going to need more beyond that?
We may potentially need more beyond that, and my team is assessing that now.